guys, welcome back to another episode to the Moms. We're your hosts, Amaris and Kathy. How is everyone doing today?
Hi guys. What
Happy
is up?
Thursday. Oh
What are we
man.
talking about today,
Oh
Amaris?
my goodness. So,
We're having a
we're
little.
going to be talking about mental health, our current mental
Mhm.
health state. And I think we talked in the past that we kind of want to make this like a series, almost like a mental health check-in.
Check-in. I was just gonna say we should
Yeah.
definitely make this a series.
A little check-in to see like
Yeah.
how things have been, if what are we currently doing that has helped us, all
Yeah.
that jazz. Because you never know, it could help out one of our listeners, give them tips or ideas, or maybe, I don't know, like a realization that, okay, well, maybe I should start
Mhm.
doing something too. So, yeah,
Yeah.
so we're, like we said in the first episode, we want to get a little bit vulnerable this
Agreed.
season.
I do want to give a little disclaimer to everyone. For first and foremost, we do not want to come off as we're complaining. We want others as in moms, to feel seen. We want this to
Mm-hmm.
be a safe place where we
Yeah.
can vent. So please don't come at us like, well, you chose this life, or
Mm-hmm.
this is what you wanted. This is not, we're not doing that here.
Yeah,
So
we're not.
we're not
We're
doing
not.
that. This is a space where we can talk about our mental health and feel comfortable and
Mm-hmm.
open and honest. So yeah, just thought I'd throw that in there.
Yeah, and we're not mental health specialists or
No,
therapists
God
or
no.
any medical practice. We're just here, just trying to be vulnerable and
Yeah.
relatable. That's it.
Yeah, we want to make other moms feel less alone in this journey. So
Exactly, exactly. So I don't even know where to like start off,
it's
but
been a
like,
crazy season right now,
yeah,
right?
I think for me, I think what kind of
Mm-hmm.
drives a little bit of my anxiety is the whole like school situation. Now, I never brought
Right.
it up in season one because I was waiting
Mm-hmm.
for this letter to come
Talk about it. Yeah.
home. And I did not think we were going to get the wording and the verbiage that we received. I remember when I received it, I had texted to you, I had texted to other people, and I was like, what do you understand? And a lot of people had different understandings.
Oh
So
yeah.
for those of you who didn't listen to our second episode, the episode with
Mm-hmm.
Natalie, I had revealed that Thane's classroom was reported that the students in there were being abused, and someone identified my son as being abused. Now, the situation was the person complained that they put my son's hands up against the door. So when the investigator came in to investigate, she didn't find anything that remotely close to that story being told. So the case is closed and it's, they're considered like unfound.
Yeah.
And that opened up like a whole can of anxiety for me because this
Oh
up and
my
come
God.
school
It's
year,
like every parent's
worst
worst
nightmare,
nightmare.
and like I keep like what Abraham calls it fishing. I keep fishing for
Of
things. And it's
course.
just
Yeah.
like, well,
Yeah.
because as his mom, I put him on the bus and I take him off the bus and he's happy. I
Mm-hmm.
I picked him up from school once a week and he was happy. Now there was a day that I had, and literally this just clicked on my mind. There was a day that
Mm-hmm.
he was crying, and they were like, "Oh yeah, he was calling for mom," and I'm like, "Are you okay? Like, is there?" But he
Yeah.
can't communicate to me like what it was. I just took it as like his pants were like a little bit down because like those pants always keep coming down. And he was frustrated that he couldn't communicate, like pull my pants up. But then
Yeah.
there were other times where his behavior was like just a little bit different. And I'm like, I brush it off as, well, he's tired. We went from having speech at 4:30 to 4:15 to now 4. So it's
Right.
like it kept getting pushed up. So like maybe that's driving him, into
Mm-hmm.
frustration and into all these behaviors. But then it stopped. And
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if it's because there's now structure in the classroom or he is adjusted to the substitute teacher. Like, I don't know. So I keep fishing for things. But
Yeah.
now that he's in this new school year, a new school, I can't help but have so much anxiety. So, like, today I had to go to school because I forgot to pack his water bottle. And
Mm-hmm.
as I'm leaving the main office from dropping off his water bottle, I started having like a little bit anxiety because I was just like, I don't know you guys. Like, I don't know the
Yeah.
situation. I also saw him playing out in the playground too,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, okay, I don't like, I didn't see anything bad, but I was just like,
Yeah.
I just never know. So now when I, change his clothes, or I just like look at him, I'm always like
Mm-hmm.
checking because now
Checking in.
I'm like nervous now because
I don't blame you, girl. You're
it's
probably you have a lot of what ifs, right? Like what if this
yeah.
or playing, and I'm
Mhm.
sure your mind are playing different scenarios in your head like that.
Right.
As a we just do this as moms.
As moms,
We have
yeah.
those intrusive thoughts. Like I, especially after going up through a situation like this, like I would be acting the same way as you
Mhm.
are right now. I do not blame you at all.
And like I take everything like crucial. Like I'm looking at the teacher's body language, how they talk
Right.
about their student. Like last week it was back to school night, and I was looking at like everyone who like has access
Mm-hmm.
to my son, or when we have the sneak peek, I was talking to everyone, looking at their body language, like looking at everything. I was just like, I don't want to have to go through a situation like
Mm-hmm.
this, but honestly,
It's
I
scary.
I probably would, because he is in a
Mm-hmm.
self-contained classroom where teachers are burnt out. Teachers don't have the resources. I am happy though, like
Yeah.
his classroom this year does have the resources that they need. So that puts
Right.
a little bit positivity into my head, but I feel like now I can never let my guard down,
Yeah.
you know?
Especially too with all the crazy stuff that's happening right now in the world
Right.
and schools, like it just doesn't feel safe, like 100% safe
Right.
with
Right.
school shootings and threats. And just the other day, I don't know, do you have the ring? Like the ring on
No, I
your
don't.
door?
Mm-mm.
So if you, for people that have the ring, there's like a neighborhood forum where like people in your neighborhood, I don't know, talk about what's going on.
Oh, okay, okay, that's cool.
Like, oh, did you hear this loud bang? Or like, oh, there was a
Oh,
car
yeah, yeah.
accident. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
apparently, like there was a like a bomb threat at a school. Like this is one of the safest towns in New Jersey.
Oh,
So
wow.
for that to happen and like there was a lockdown, like that is so scary. Like not just
Wow.
for the kids, but for the parents. Like
Mhm.
everything's fine, thankfully.
Yeah.
But it's stuff like that, it's so scary.
Did that, like, recently happen, like, last week?
Yes.
I
Yeah,
wonder if
it happened
that's
last week.
why the school district sent out an email to all, they always send out, emails once a week, but I wonder if that's why they said, like, excuse me, our school district, this is, like, the protocols and, like, the procedures, which is pretty thorough. Like, you can't get into that
Right.
school until you ring that
Yeah.
doorbell, you identify
Yeah.
yourself, and they just give you access to the front door. And then they're like, "Who are you again?"
Mhm.
Like they grill you as they should.
They shut down.
But yeah, no, it's literally crazy because it's like, for me and the way my brain works, I need to understand the why. And
Mhm.
at the end of this like call that I had with the investigator, she's like, she said, she's like, when I say I dug deep and I couldn't find
Yeah.
like not even like the
Wow.
tiniest thing. So she's like, some of the times it's just a disgruntled employee, it's just an
Mm.
upset parent, it's always something. But I'm like, but
Yeah.
someone identified my son,
Right.
and I wasn't gonna continue going back and forth with her because like she
Yeah.
did call me back after like a month of me calling
Yeah,
her.
she did her job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's like something must have happened. And every time I talk with Abe about it, he's like, I'm just gonna stand on, it
Mhm.
did happen to a student, but it didn't happen to our Thane. And I'm
Yeah.
like, that's the way he can,
Yeah.
close the chapter in that book. But me as his mom, I'm just like my mom gut doesn't say much, but my heart is like,
I'm so sorry, girl,
I
because
don't
it sucks.
know.
You probably didn't have that anxiety before,
I didn't.
dropping him off at school. You probably didn't have
Mm-mm.
that worry, like, oh, like what if, I don't know.
What
And
if? Yeah.
yeah, that what if. And now
Mm-hmm.
it's like,
Now
ugh,
it's like some
I can't even
I talk
imagine.
about it like once a week, and he's like, "You're still on that?" I was like, "But I need to
Yeah.
understand why." And like,
I'm the same way. Like I will not let something go until I understand why. And Blue gets on me like, okay, but you got to let it go. And I'm like, no, but I can't. I need to figure this. I'm the
it needs
same
to make
way.
sense.
Yes, it
And
needs.
when something doesn't make sense, I keep digging and digging until it
Yeah.
makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm so
But
sorry. So,
that's one of my stressors in
hugs,
life.
hugs.
Yeah. But what's
Ugh.
one of your stressors?
One of my stressors, I feel like right now in this phase of life, um, we just moved. Obviously, I'm happy that we moved, for many reasons. Maybe we'll touch on it in another episode, but I wasn't very happy where I was living. It was making me anxious. It was affecting my mental health. So I think moving here has been like the best decision. But I don't know. With that being said, like I feel like the last maybe like when we originally listed the house, I want to say it's been like a few months of me feeling this way where I feel a little bit lost in motherhood.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't taken time for myself. I've been neglecting myself. I've stopped my hobbies just because I haven't had time. Like I haven't done sourdough, haven't posted on TikTok, and I just feel kind of lost right
Yeah.
now. I feel like I'm in this rut. Um I just don't have time. So I'm having a hard time balancing. Especially now with the move. Things have just been very crazy. Like Blue's trying to catch up on work. We're trying to organize everything. And it's just been hard. It's just been really, really hard. I haven't been doing self-care. Like, girl, I haven't been
Mm-hmm.
doing my skincare. I haven't been
Same.
doing like my little rituals, like no audiobooks. I haven't done anything.
Yeah.
And you mentioned to me the other day, like, oh, do something for yourself when Grayson goes to sleep. I can't do that because I'm worried I have to clean the house.
Yeah.
So that day I cleaned up the kitchen, put away the toys, and then after that, like I'm tired and I just want to go to sleep.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's been like really, really hard to navigate right now. I'm like losing myself a little bit,
Yeah. Yeah. I feel the same way. Like I want to say maybe the past 3 weeks, like I haven't been doing my nighttime skincare and it shows. Like I don't know if you
Really?
can see all this. This was bad for like 2 weeks straight. And I think the combination between stress and then I'm not doing my nighttime skincare, which I need to do my nighttime skincare. I'm on like a steroid cream
You
for my
are, that's
acne,
right.
you know?
Yeah.
So the fact that I haven't been doing it for 3 weeks is a lot. And I could tell when I'm not okay, because I don't do my skincare like you do. Sometimes I don't even clean my house. I'll just spot clean and be like, oh, I'll just do it tomorrow, and then tomorrow becomes a week, and then a week becomes 3 weeks, and it's like, okay, well
Mm-hmm.
now I am overstimulated because all I see is a mess everywhere, and I don't have time now because now it's Saturday.
Yeah.
And Abraham has to like leave
Yeah.
to go to Camden to like fix up the houses and do all these inspections and everything. And then it's just like,
It's
damn,
so
like
hard to find the balance.
it's so hard to find the balance. And like with this whole business, like it's nice, we're fortunate that we can have that, but it's also like,
Yeah.
damn, I didn't realize all the hard work that I would have to put in to make everything
Mm-hmm.
happen. And it's like it's a lot. Like Saturday, I texted you, like I just finished hysterically crying, all because my daughter told me no, because I was like, hey, can you please just sit down and eat your sandwich? Like I don't want you eating the sandwich on the couch. No, and I'm just like, no, because you're gonna get cry. And I'm like explaining it to her, and I'm like, that's why you have to be no, no, no. And it's just like I started to cry. I started
I'm
like hysterically
sorry.
crying because I was just like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I have this
I've
demon
been there.
child
I've been
telling
there.
me no, and I'm like explaining to you, I'm being gentle with you, and like
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's 3. Yes, she's 3 years old. But like, it was almost as if she was like, "Go f yourself."
Yeah. I
So I
get that. I
started
hear you.
crying, and then like she stopped what she was doing, and she came to me. And she was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "No."
Oh,
And then I'm crying even more because like now I'm hysterically crying in front of the kids and things, like looking at me
yeah.
like, what is wrong with her?
Like you
And then
get
afterwards, she was like, "Mommy, I'm sorry." And then I'm crying even more because I'm like, great. It's like,
Oh.
it's just this whole ripple effect. And Saturday was like a bad day for me. Like, I
I'm
just felt
sorry.
the
Yeah.
anxiety, like my chest was hurting. I was just like, oh my God,
Mhm.
like this isn't normal right now. And I'm texting Abraham like
Yeah.
throughout the day, like what's going on. And
Mhm.
he so kindly brought a pie of pizza home. That made everyone so
Oh,
happy.
I love that.
I was like, thank you. I was like, I think we all needed this. We all needed our
Yeah.
dad to be home because he hasn't been home, you know, 'cause he's
Yeah.
always in and out because they're always like, where's daddy? I want daddy to do this. I'm like,
That
well,
is tough.
daddy has to work or daddy's in Camden, daddy this, daddy
Right.
that. And it's just, they're feeling it too. So it's like,
That's like a whole other level of stress and anxiety, like
yeah.
not having your husband around to help.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It must be really hard.
and he feels it too because he's
Yeah,
like
I'm sure.
frustrated why things are going wrong with the Camden house. He's like everything keeps going wrong. I keep fixing it.
Yeah.
Keep thinking I'm going to be here for it a half a day,
Hmm.
but it ends up being a whole day, and I have to go back.
Oh,
So even he feels the burnt. So it's like
right.
I feel like a butthole because I'm like,
Yeah.
well, my day is terrible, and I'm just like, stop. Like he's doing all this for your kids so we don't have to worry about things
Yeah.
not being financially stable, which I
But
want
your
to go
feelings
into
are
that
valid
later. Oh
too.
no, for sure they are,
You're
but
allowed to feel that way.
I just feel like just breathe,
Let
girl.
it out, girl. Let it out.
Just
Let it out.
breathe.
Woosah, let it out. But going back to the messy household, I maybe you're the same way as me, but I'm very, very scattered brained right now because
Hmm.
everything my brain doesn't work right when things are not in place, when they're not in
Mhm.
order.
Yeah.
And that's been very, very challenging for me. Like debilitating. Like I feel
Yeah.
like my brain literally doesn't work because
Yeah, yeah,
everything's
yeah.
all over the place.
Mhm.
I it's very overstimulating for me.
Yeah, that's how I feel with the toys. I feel like right now their toys are everywhere. So
Mhm.
I brought yesterday I went to Target, I got random bins and I'm like, this is where your
Mhm.
toys are gonna be at. If they're anywhere not in this bin, they're
Yeah.
going in a trash bag and they're being donated to cousins. So I'm like, Cirilla, she'd be like, oh wait, no,
Yeah.
I sorry, I want this. Don't give this to cousins. And I was like, thank you, babe. And Thane just doesn't care because
Yeah.
Thane's mess is he dumps it, puts it in, but he leaves it
Right.
in a pile. And like Cirilla's
Mhm.
mess is like everywhere, and it's just like, do you want this to go to your cousins or not?
Yeah, I've been trying to be more minimal with the toys. Like I got that system that I showed you. I got that from
Mm-hmm.
IKEA with the bins,
Yeah.
and it's so nice. And
Good.
yeah, so there's not like a bunch of toys everywhere because that would just throw me over the edge, honestly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No.
But right now it's just like we're living out of bags. like
Right.
like contractor bags.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. And I
Mhm.
don't want to come off as I'm complaining. It's just I wish we had the time to like
Mhm.
start organizing, but with a toddler it's just very, very
It's
difficult.
hard. But like I also wish you had like some sort of like village to like come over and
A
help
hundred
because like
percent. A
that's
thousand
also
percent.
like a thing too. Like people know that it's just you and a wild toddler. Like toddlers are wild by nature, you
Yeah,
know? So it would like I still would love to take Grayson for a
I
couple of
know.
days so you can like
I
organize
wish
and
we lived
stuff.
close. Like, oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
because you could just drop off
We would
Grayson.
swap kids all the time. Like
For
I
real.
be like, here girl, here's a
Here.
coffee. Here,
Yeah. Here's
Like
my
that would be so
daughter.
nice. That would be so, so nice. I wish
Yeah.
maybe in another universe. I don't know.
Yeah. And another timeline. We live close by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But something else I wanted to touch on, because this is something that all moms deal with and it's not talked about enough. The mental load, the mental
Yeah.
burden.
Yep.
It's so hard. It's mentally exhausting for me because
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking of a million things.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I feel resentment towards Lou,
Oh
my
yeah.
husband. Yeah, because he also carries a mental load, like don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
it's not like mine. Like my mental load is uh the appointments. I have to go through Grayson's clothes for this season,
Mm-hmm.
donate or put away what doesn't fit him, got to get him new stuff. I have to I like to clean his toys once a month, like do a deep sanitizing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so many things. His shoe size, he's on the neck, almost on the next shoe size. Does Blue know that? Like, probably not. I need to order diapers. Like, it's like
Mm-hmm.
this never ending list. Like, oh shoot, I gotta order toothpaste. Like, it's so much, and I'm still adding on to that list
Right,
when I go
right,
to bed. And sometimes I wonder, like, does he think about this stuff? Like
right.
the way I do? You know, it's just
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot. I gotta get
Yeah.
snacks. I gotta go to Costco to get him his snacks. Like it's so many things that we think about as moms.
Yeah, yeah. It's funny
It
that
never
you
ends.
brought up snacks because for the past, what, 3 weeks, I forgot ketchup. He's like, "You still don't buy ketchup?" And I said, "Listen,
Oh, ketchup. Actually,
I
thank you.
don't use ketchup." I'm
I
like,
don't
"I'm
use
sorry."
ketchup, but Joelle does. So let me put that on my
Like,
list.
I'm like,
No,
if
like that
you need
ass.
ketchup, like, you go get ketchup. And guess what he did? On his way back from home from being at Camden,
Yeah.
he stopped at a CVS and he was like, "I got me my damn ketchup."
Good.
I'm like, "Good for you. I'm so proud of you." I'm like,
No.
you can do
Yes.
groceries.
No, and I
You
wrote
can.
down here more stuff. I gotta order Grayson's vitamins. Keep forgetting. I gotta order my vitamins, which I haven't even taken vitamins.
I haven't taken
And
vitamins in a long time.
it's been a long time. I need to look into activities and classes for
Mhm.
Grayson. I have to figure out all the fall activities for us to do. Um, yeah,
Mhm.
meal planning,
Yeah, cooking
events,
lately for me has been like terrible. Not that taste wise, but like lack of
effort.
awareness that I need to
Hmm.
prepare food. So I'll be like, "Oh crap, there's no food to cook. What am I gonna do?
Oh,
Oh,
same.
okay, just gonna have chicken tenders with a piece of toast and some applesauce. Happy
Yeah.
dinner."
No, I've been the same way. I used to be someone like I told you this before. Sunday
Mhm.
nights, I would write out. I have this little booklet. I would write out all of our meals for the week.
Mhm.
I have not done that in a long time. And I know we just moved, so obviously things
Yeah.
are crazy, but I've been like you where it's like, "Oh shoot." Like today I went to Trader Joe's cuz I was like, "Oh shoot, like we don't have anything for dinner." But I've
Yeah.
been keeping it easy. So I've been getting
Yeah.
seasonal veggies. We love
Hmm.
squash right now. I think it's the delicata squash, something like that. It's
Mhm.
so good. I don't know. It's like green and yellow on the outside and you can eat the skin. So I
Hmm.
just it's so good. It's like really
Green and
sweet.
yellow.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, yeah.
We've been doing, they have white sweet potatoes, which we really like from Trader Joe's. Just a bunch of veggies, eggplant, throw it all together, put it in a pan, 400 degrees, get a protein, and call it a day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I cannot be bothered with the food stuff,
Yeah.
you
I
know?
also feel like there's just no time. Like now that Cirilla is like potty
No.
trained, the constant interruptions between both kids. Like I could be
Yeah.
eating, it's just like I need to use the bathroom. It's like, okay,
You
I'm
gotta
cooking.
stop everything you're doing.
I'm like every single thing that I'm doing,
Yeah.
I have to stop. And I'm like, I'm getting irritated now. Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
getting very irritated. Like no one talks about when you have kids close in age and
Yeah.
when they are potty trained and need your assistance, your interruptions are increased. I'm going crazy. Like just
No,
thinking about
you
it, my
are.
chest is like getting tight because I'm
Yeah.
literally going crazy. But why
Oh,
am I going
that is
crazy?
a
Because
lot.
like I don't take time for myself. So yesterday
Yeah.
I went to Target thing, yeah, and then Cirilla was like eating her snack, and she's like, "Mommy, where are you going?" I was like, "Oh, I'm going to Target. Do you want to come with me?" And Abraham was like,
Yeah, like,
"No,
yeah.
go." And I was like, "You're right." He's like, "You've been complaining all day that you haven't had time for yourself and you're asking her to go." He's like that. He's like, "Just go." And I'm
Yeah.
like, "I'm sorry, baby. Mommy's not going to Target. I'm actually going to a doctor's appointment. Okay, bye. See ya." And like,
And you
I ran
probably felt so
out.
much better when you came back, right?
I
Or
mean,
no?
no, because like, here's another thing. Ever since
Oh,
he
sure.
eloped, I've been very scared.
Oh,
So
yeah. Yeah.
Abraham was like, and that's another reason why I haven't been taking time for myself. I don't trust anybody. I don't even trust my own husband to be with both kids alone outside of the house. Like it gives me
I feel like that
anxiety.
too.
So when he told me, he was like, "Yeah, when you're out, like I'm gonna just take them out in the front and ride their bikes." I was like, "You're gonna take them out where? In front of the
Oh,
house to ride their bikes?" He's like, "Yeah, it'll be fun." And I'm like, not that I
oh.
don't trust you. I don't trust the
Yeah.
situation around you. He's like, "But I'm their dad. Like I look forward to
That
you
is true.
leaving the house
Yeah,
and
so
me
you can spend
having this
time, one-on-one time.
one-on-one time with both kids at the same time. And I was like,
He's right.
and I'm their mom, and I'm
Yeah.
scared shitless ever since of that elopement. I was like, you could forget, you could move on. That
Mhm.
would never leave my mind. And I'm like, and it's not a you, it's a
Yeah.
situational thing. So when
Yeah.
he texted me, yeah, we're out and stuff like that, I was like, okay, well, I'm ready at checkout. Like, I'm heading home. And he's like, you don't have to come home. Like, you can stay out. I came home because I was like, well, I'm hungry, and if I stay out, I'm gonna,
Oh,
order out
Amaris.
food. So let me just go
You
home. So I went
should.
home, and I saw them outside, and I mean, they were like right there by the thing, and I could already see in Thane's face he wanted to walk, and I see that, like, that upsetness, and I was like, see, this is why I came home,
Mhm.
because I knew, like, this was going
Oh.
to happen. Like, you take him outside, he's gonna want to run. So we went out for a family walk, and I,
So,
of course, held
yeah.
down in Thane's hands so I can be with him. So I know for a fact that he's safe and stuff like that.
Yeah. So it's like when you go out, you're not getting that time to yourself, like really to
Right.
yourself, because you have that anxiety, you have that constant worry.
Mm-hmm.
Your kids, no girl, I get it.
And I'm sure you're the same way with Grayson too.
Yes. So on my parents came over this weekend. I forgot what day. Saturday? Yeah, Saturday. Grayson wanted nothing to do with them. So it was like, what's the point? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
right,
no offense
right.
to my parents. I was like, what's the point? Like,
Right, right.
he just wanted to be with me. I was able to put him down for a nap. He's been doing great with, like, I can put him to sleep and then like transfer him and he'll sleep. We weren't
Oh,
able to
good.
do that before. As you know, we used to contact
Right.
nap. The contact napping has officially ended ever
Okay.
since. It wasn't even like I'm gonna start putting, no, like it just happened, and it's
Okay.
been great. So he took a nap and my mom was like, oh, like we should go to Home Goods. So it was like a rainy day, and I'm like, I don't know, like he's sleeping, and Blue and Joelle were at the park. My dad's like, I'll just watch him on the monitor, like it's fine, I'll be up there with him, like, if whatever. And I'm like, I don't know, like, what if he's gonna wake up and he's gonna realize I'm not there, and blah blah
Right.
blah. So I left, but I'm like, oh, like I'll be right back, right? And like the whole time that I was with my mom, like I really want to enjoy that time, because my mom and I, that's like our thing. Like we love going to Home Goods
Yeah,
together.
that's that
Like,
that that's their thing, guys.
yes, yeah. Like I don't get to spend that kind of time with my mom anymore
Yeah.
since, since having Grayson. And while it was nice, like the whole time I just kept asking my dad, like, is he up yet? Is he okay? Like I just have a constant worry. Like
Yeah.
I always have this constant worry of something bad happening to him,
Yeah.
or him screaming for me and I'm not there.
Mm-hmm.
It's so tough, you
It
know?
is. Yeah.
Like I don't know how I'm gonna do when he goes to school. I don't know how I'm gonna mentally handle that.
Yeah. Well, I think nowadays school, they send pictures. There's this app that
Yeah.
you communicate. So it's more like, hey, how's he doing? And they should answer. I mean, our teacher, we get a sheet of paper home every single day, and it's nice. I feel that good rapport
Yeah.
with her, so like it eases the anxiety
That's nice.
with school. But I just feel like now I can't let my guard down. Like, I just can't.
No.
I can't
Mm-mm.
let my guard down anymore. Because I feel like two different situations happened that I never wanted to happen, or at
Yeah.
least not happen so soon, and it did. And it's just like, okay, maybe that was something telling me you had your guard down too low. I need you just to be a little bit more up.
Yeah. I get you.
Yeah.
Aw, I'm sorry, girl.
You're
Hugs. Hugs.
Thank you.
Virtual,
Hugs to you
virtual
too.
hugs. Thank you. Mm. Oh, I mean, also along with like the whole mental load of thinking of everything, and this is something that I brought up to you over the weekend. My
Hmm.
husband asking me like, "Hey, have you seen my wallet, or have you seen my black belt?" And it's like, the fuck no. Like, no. And I get so I
Sorry.
feel bad because then
Yeah.
and that he'll be like, it was just a question. Like I was just asking if you've seen it. I'm like, I don't have time to worry about where your black belt is. Like I'm worried about a million other things, you know?
Right.
Like what the fuck, man? Um, but yeah, long story short, I just want to find myself again a
Yeah.
little bit. I want to get my hair done. I like a
Mm-hmm.
pedicure.
Yeah.
Just need to find the time. I don't know.
Yeah. I think you should book a day in advance. Be like, hey, this is the day that
Yeah.
I'm doing this, doing that. It's already booked. It's already set. You need to handle it that day. Because that's what I do. Like, if every time I
Yeah.
get my hair done, it's because, like, I am, like, overstimulated. I'll walk in and be like, what are you doing Friday at 4 o'clock? Well, put in your calendar, you're booked and busy with them kids because I'm out. And he'll be like, okay. And I say it just like that because I'm like, I am crazy. I'm about to bang my head against the wall. Okay. And he's like, okay, no problem. He's like, you could have texted me. I was like, I need this so you can see how overstimulated I am. He's like, oh, I know you are. He's
All right,
like,
I'm
now
gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
do it.
I did ask in like my town moms group, and I got a bunch of responses. So I'm gonna
That's
take the
good.
time tonight when I'm in bed to look up the places. Just three. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
gonna go through every single one. I'll
Yeah,
look
no,
up
no, no.
three on Instagram and go with the one that I think looks great.
Yep. I usually go with the ones too. Not only that look great, but I can do online booking. Because if I gotta call your salon,
I don't
no.
like call.
No. Because I'm booking this while I'm in
Yeah.
like you in bed, probably
Yeah.
crying because like I'm like, I
Yes.
need time for myself.
Yeah.
So if I can't do online booking, it's a no for me.
It's a no. No, you're absolutely right. And yeah, I think I want to do a consultation first too.
Why?
Right? No?
I don't book a consultation.
No.
I just say I book for like let's say if I want to do
Okay.
a balayage. Okay,
Okay.
they know they're doing a balayage. You go there, you show them inspo pics, and then they should
Oh,
ask you
okay.
questions like, "Oh, do you want?" Yeah, make sure you have inspo pics. If you don't have inspo pics,
I'm still
then they're
figuring that
kind
out.
of do what I did. I spent 30 minutes trying to get this color. You can barely see it. I mean, you can if the sun hits it and it's red. But I spent 30 minutes because I was like, listen,
Hmm.
this is what I'm looking for, but like what I'm not looking for. And she came out
Yeah.
with her big booklet and was showing me different colors that I can go.
Okay.
So, but I think you need to know what you want first. Is it a solid processing color, balayage, highlight?
Yeah, it's a lot of
Um,
options.
yeah, there's a lot of options
So
that
I'll
you
do that.
want.
I'll skip the consultation. It should be easy because like I this is my natural color right now. Like
Yeah,
I haven't dyed it and like I don't honestly I don't know.
right. And just decide like, are you doing a single, like just one solid color,
Right.
highlights, or balayage? Those are the first three. Once you
Okay.
figure out what you want, then find your inspo picks, and then you'll find like
Okay.
what color you want. If they're
Got
good
it.
at their job, they
Yeah.
would do a balayage with low lights and highlights to make sure everything is blended. Because when
Yeah.
I had my balayage, I remember I booked it for a partial balayage,
Mm-hmm.
but she ended up just doing low lights and highlights, blended everything, and it was
Okay.
fine. Yeah, so
Gotcha.
they should know if they're good
Yeah,
at
because I
their job.
definitely I want some kind of dimension too, you know.
Okay, multi-dimension
So
look.
yeah.
Woohoo!
So I'll see. I'll let you know when I find a place so you can check
Yeah,
it out too.
yeah,
But yeah, I gotta
yeah.
do it. Because my
Mm-hmm.
hair's just been up in a bun. Like I hate it. That's another thing. Like I don't feel confident right now.
Yeah, I don't feel confident either. I haven't been exercising for like 2 weeks because I've been sick and I can't breathe. And I
I
swear
want to
to
get
God,
into exercising.
that's when I feel like my mental health starts to like dip and then I'll hit rock bottom, like
That
hysterically
is true.
crying
That
that
happens to
Saturday.
you.
And then once I start exercising, I'm like, oh, everything's fine. Like the world
Everything's
is
great
not
because
gonna
they all the
end.
endorphins.
Right. Although lifting weights, like my daughter can terrorize me all night, and then the next morning I'm like, all right, see you
Yeah.
in 2 hours, little girl, and I'm like lifting weights and I feel good about myself because it's like, yeah, I just did that.
Yeah. I gotta get back into working out like yoga and stuff like that. But Boo brought up a good point today. He's like, you've
Hmm.
been like so active. I'm like, he's like, look at your steps. That walk when we were voice texting each other today. I
Mm-hmm.
was on a walk with Grayson. I walked two
That's good.
miles. I didn't
Yes,
realize.
girl.
I checked my
Yeah.
phone. I was like,
2
I walked 2 miles.
miles.
That's a lot,
That is a
you
lot. That's
know?
actually really good. That if you do that
Yeah.
every single day, the best mental health
Yeah.
you can
And it
have.
didn't even feel like that. Because I guess because I was
Yeah.
talking to you the whole time, it did not feel like
Yeah.
that at all.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just been so nice walking here. Like the trees and the pretty
Right.
houses. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love
It's
living
just
here, guys.
beautiful. That's
Yeah.
good. No, it's good. I knew once you got out of that and you were able to walk, like you would be good. Because sometimes when I go to the gym, I'm like walking for 3
Mm-hmm.
miles and then I'll like hit the weights. It kind of all depends on how
Okay.
sweaty I want to get.
Yeah.
It's true. I'm like, am I gonna have time to
For a
shower? And
shower. Yeah, it's a whole
you
thing.
know, it's a whole thing. But yeah, no, exercising I will have to say is like one of the best things anybody can do. And it doesn't
Yeah.
have to be lifting weights. It could be as simple as walking in your
Walking.
neighborhood for 2 miles. Put on a podcast, put on your favorite
Mm-hmm.
playlist, put on a
Yeah.
webinar, learn a new language and walk in your neighborhood.
Walk. It's really nice. Because after that, I was like I texted, I was like, I feel better. But
Mm-hmm.
it was because it wasn't just so much the venting to you. It was like actually being on the walk and like
Right.
listening to the birds and getting that fresh air is
Mm-hmm.
just so
Oh
nice.
yeah. It's
I
nice.
never I wasn't getting that where I was living prior
Right,
for
right.
4 years. For four
Mm-hmm.
years. So it's been really nice. And Grayson does great on his little it's like a cross between a stroller and like a scooter thingy.
Yeah.
I know it's really cool though. Like I always get stopped for like people are always like, "Oh, what's that?" It's like a seat almost, but it's like a
Yeah.
stroller.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, he does fine. He loves looking at the squirrels and birds,
Mm-hmm.
and he's
That's
obsessed
good.
with he's obsessed with Halloween stuff. So he likes to see all the
Aw.
decoration outside.
Aw. That's so cute.
Yeah, he's always like Halloween, Halloween. It's so cute.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that is our
That's our
mental health
episode for
check-in.
yeah. We're good.
We should do one of these maybe like once a month, I
I
would
feel like
say.
once a month would be good, like a mental health check-in.
Yeah,
Just to see. 'Cause you know, I mean, my period's coming, but
same.
I don't think that's not driving me being so sad.
Hmm.
It's not. And to know, like, I feel like if people hear this, they're probably like, oh, maybe you should be on meds. No, it's not
I
that
don't,
I'm against
yeah,
medication, is I know what's contributing to my mindset. And it's the lack of
yeah,
time, the lack of
I get you. I know exactly what you're trying to
yeah,
say.
it's like I don't put an effort for me. I put an effort for everyone else,
Yeah,
but not me. And that's the
yeah.
problem, you
I
know?
agree with you. I agree with you. So first, let me touch on the meds because I've been on meds before. I didn't love them. They didn't work for me.
Mhm.
I was on meds before for postpartum depression and anxiety. It didn't work for me. And I just, if I can find a more holistic approach, whether that be certain vitamins or walking, I will take that route. But
Right.
also, I know what steps I have to take.
Mhm.
I know what I have to do in order to feel better.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
Same.
that. There's like this TikTok sound, and it's like, um, oh, I feel shitty today, or something like that. And it's like, well, did you go on a walk?
Oh,
No. Have you been eating healthy? No. It's
yeah.
kind of like
It's like
that.
that. Yep.
It's like that. I haven't been taking
Mhm.
this. I haven't taken my vitamins. Haven't been walking. I haven't been drinking enough water. It's all those things.
Mhm.
It's
Yep.
all those things.
Yep.
So
I totally agree. But
yeah.
yeah, that that goes our episode. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in today. Happy Thursday. Let us know what you
Mhm.
think about this episode. Give us a like, share, subscribe to our channel, subscribe to our podcast. We're on
Yeah.
Instagram, TikTok, Instagram,
YouTube.
TikTok, and YouTube. So thanks so much, guys. Bye.
Bye.